The one thing that we can absolutely guarantee today and at Balcombe is that everybody in this room is not going to agree on everything. Thank God, because that's what's the wonder of diversity. But we do all agree on one thing, I think. And if you don't yet, then I'm probably pretty safe in betting that you will in about 2.5 hours' time. The one thing that we all agree on is that hydraulic fracturing is not a good idea, period. And we'll look at the detail of that. So this is something that unites us. It really gives us an opportunity to unite and actually start to appreciate the power, the real power that we have as a collective if we get our act together. So I think that, the events of the last week have been seminal in terms of the geopolitical agenda, i.e. with Syria, and what has been happening over the last 6.5 weeks at Balcombe, I know has rocked the politicians, it's rocked the industry, it's rocked the police, because they're realising that this isn't the usual suspects that are objecting to what's going on at Balcombe. This is people from right across the whole of the country. It's Middle England. And the more that we can get people to realise the magnitude of the manipulation here, then the easier it is to get them on board. So what I'm going to do for the next hour or so is introduce you to some of the magnitude of the manipulation here. Now, about 7 weeks ago, I think it was, at 10:30 on Saturday night, I got a call from my webmaster to say, Ian, the website's down and it looks like the server's been hacked. Now, from past experience, we know that my website gets hacked probably about twice a year, and there's always a reason for it. We don't always know what the reason is immediately, but it normally manifests very shortly afterwards. Now, at the time, I was coming towards the end of the Fractured Future tour. I think I had about a dozen or so dates left on the tour. So I wasn't best happy that the website should go down when we still got these events coming through. But the following morning, it became very evident as to why the website had been hacked, and that was because every single Sunday paper ran a double-page spread on the fracking agenda. And with the exception of the Independent on Sunday, then all the rest were clearly very much pro-fracking. And through the week, the Sun and the Mail, and particularly the Sun, and the Sun is very, very important, although fortunately I think the importance is diminishing, but the Sun is very important because it is read, and I'll use that term loosely, by some 13 million people allegedly. And I